you serious? Are you serious? Folks, there's some information. We got some breaking news. We shared this last night, but there is a couple things going on that we need to talk about. First of all, there has been a chemical, we all know about the chemical spill in Charleston, West Virginia, how that 300,000 people don't have water, and they can't use the water, they can't drink the water, they can't cook in the water, they can't bathe in the water, they can't wash their clothing in the water. 300,000 people. The mayor of Charleston, West Virginia, Danny Jones, says it feels like the city's in a prison. There's not enough water. FEMA is now rationing the people to 3.3 liters per 24 hours per person, which is impossible to manage and feed and clothe and drink. Very, very, very dangerous situation developing there. And yet this morning when I was watching MSNBC, they gave the total spill in West Virginia 20 seconds coverage. And then they went to the Chris Christie story with the bridge over troubled waters. Chris Christie shut the bridge down. And they gave that 23 minutes of coverage. Now, I'm not saying that the George Washington Bridge being shut down by somebody in the Chris Christie administration isn't warrant to be investigated and needs to be dealt with, and the right people, whoever they are, including the governor, if need be, needs to be dealt with. But what I'm trying to tell you is that happened in September. They're spending 23 minutes on something that's over. We've got a chemical spill disaster in West Virginia, and the mass media is giving it 20 seconds every hour. 20 seconds every hour at 5 a.m. and then again at 6 a.m. Now, while that's going on, we've had another leakage. Nuclear plant leaks radiation plume in South Carolina. I repeat, a radioactive plume is leaking from Barnell nuclear site and contaminating the local groundwater again. Columbia, South Carolina is reporting this week that the East Coast has been hit with a number of chemical and radioactive disasters that are contaminating the local communities. The chemical spill in West Virginia has left 300,000 people without water and thousands of people sick and civil unrest. And this is not being covered. You won't even see one camera in there. Now it has been reported that a radioactive plume is leaking from a site in South Carolina. The Barnell nuclear site occupies about 235 acres of land originally owned by the Kim Nuclear Systems, which is the disposal of waste, which they began doing this at this facility back in 1971. And the Kim Nuclear Systems currently is owned by Energy Solutions and has been the sole operator since 1971. According to WLTX out of South Carolina, the plume is moving off the Barnell nuclear site southwest towards Savannah River. Traces of tritium have also been found in Mary's Branch Creek. So I repeat, there has been a nuclear radiation plume leak at the Barnell nuclear site there in South Carolina, and it is affecting the groundwater with radioactivity. Again, you're not hearing much from FEMA on this one. I haven't heard what are the people supposed to do. What is the plan to clean it up? I do know that some reports are saying there is no plan to clean it up. Just let it dissipate. Let it go away. What, like Fukushima? So this is very, very, very concerning. I must tell you, very concerning. I've got more information to bring you. I've got more breaking news on loud meteor booms. We got meteorites that are breaking through the atmosphere, quite a few now, as we're in day number 2. Good morning. This is January the 13th, 2014. Day number 2 of the 7 days of passage as the Earth goes through the comet Ison's debris field, and it's day 2 of the 7 days of mourning of the death of Ariel Sharon. I'll be right back with more information. In Jesus' name, I say, ask Christ into your life. Understand, these are just the beginning of sorrows. Matthew 24, verse 8. Are you saved? Get saved. Give your life to Christ.